This serene melody might lead you to believe you're in the lobby of a posh hotel. That is until you spot the blue uniforms and name tags proudly worn by the members of the Torrance Memorial Medical Center Auxiliary. This group of volunteers is more than 800 strong. They do everything from greet visitors to pharmacy bookkeeping to running the hospital gift shop.
And your total is $18.93, please.
They help with just about everything that can be done, serving meals, and they help smooth a lot of the rough little edges along.
This spirit of volunteerism and charitable giving can be traced back to the hospital's beginnings. The hospital now holds 401 patient beds at its current location on Lomita Boulevard, but its early years were much more modest as this small but stately 32-bed structure in old downtown Torrance.
It was more, like a mansion. Just really had a beautiful solarium and, nice, comfortable areas for people to be well in. Not like a hospital that we know today at all with its, very high-tech and sterile environment, but at the time it was extremely advanced.
In planning to make Torrance a completely modern city, Torrance founder Jared Sidney Torrance recognized it needed a first-class hospital. Shortly before his death in 1921, he made a will leaving $100,000 to the Torrance Hospital Association to ensure that a hospital would be built to meet the needs of the city's then 1,800 residents. His wife, Helena Childs Torrance, would see the Jared Sidney Torrance Memorial Hospital through to completion at its original location at 1425 Ingrassia Avenue. She was actively involved and gave many donations from her personal finances to keep it going until her passing in 1940. To this day, it still carries her vision.
She felt that the role of women is very important in how healthcare shaped over time, and she required in the bylaws that there be 3 women on our board of trustees. So it's really, remarkable that a woman in that time in 1925 was able to not only shape the hospital that we see today, but have the foresight to include that vision in our plans.
1925, the year of its dedication, the hospital admitted 521 patients and delivered 72 babies. A 23-bed wing was added to the hospital in 1947. By the mid-1960s, the hospital had outgrown its Ingrassia Avenue location, so plans were set in motion for a new medical center on Lomita Boulevard. The new Torrance Memorial Hospital was dedicated on May 1st, 1971. In 1989, it adopted its current name, Torrance Memorial Medical Center. Through the years, the hospital has continued to grow with the community. The original Torrance Memorial Hospital served as a senior care facility until 1995, when it was torn down and replaced by this housing development. A nameplate for the original hospital is still encased right here on the property. The modern-day Torrance Memorial Medical Center's state-of-the-art facilities rival top medical centers in the state. The Lundquist Cardiovascular Institute performs minimally invasive testing and procedures such as angiograms and stent placement to unblock arteries, along with major surgeries such as valve replacement and coronary bypass. The recently renovated Lundquist Emergency Department treats more than 5,000 patients per month and features an accredited stroke center. All new mothers and babies enjoy private single-bed rooms in the Family Birth Center, and a Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit offers special care to infants born prematurely and with special medical needs. In Dr. Hoffman's realm, the Grazia Dio Radiology Center offers the best diagnostic options available, including PET-CT scanning, a combination of positron emission tomography and computed tomography that creates the most precise imaging available for diagnosing and treating life-threatening diseases.
We do most things that the major medical centers do. There's no reason to leave this area. We have great expertise and we have great depth of expertise. Of course, radiology is just, the technology is so dependent on scientific breakthroughs that we've been very fortunate. Fortunate also in the fact that the hospital has really supported this.
While other regional hospitals have failed, Torrance Memorial has continued to thrive as a locally governed nonprofit medical center.
I think for a community hospital, this is very unique. First of all, In terms of the governance, the fact that it is a standalone hospital is not dependent upon any church affiliation or any municipality or state affiliation. And in terms of the quality of it, I think that it probably ranks up there with some of the other major medical institutions within our community.
But the hospital's picture wasn't always so rosy. In the 1970s, it nearly went bankrupt. After a succession of administrators, a consultant was hired to examine finances from top to bottom.
He presented us on the Friday that he was here with his findings, which were that, one, that the hospital was not aware of their inventories, that the billing was not done correctly, among other things. Well, at the end of that meeting, we all turned to each other and we said, let's hire this guy as our administrator, which we did. And he was George Graham. George Graham became the administrator of the hospital, and within 1 year, this hospital turned totally around financially. And he led the hospital for about 30 years, and through a period of prosperity, and he had a great vision, as does the present CEO, which is Craig Leach.
The future of the hospital looks still brighter, with construction underway of a new 7-story, 390-square-foot main tower that will feature an environmentally friendly design and more than 200 private rooms. It's scheduled for completion in 2015. Growth aside, the hospital continues to receive recognition, including a 2009 Gold Achievement Award from the American Heart Association for achievement in coronary artery disease, and a cancer survival rate higher than the national average. But it looks to its ranking among its patients as its most important thermometer.
We've also been ranked a top 100 hospital several times, and been fortunate that our own local community has rated us best of the South Bay in local newspaper reader polls. You know, those on a national scale, may not seem as important, but to us it's nice that, we have that support of our local community.
A support that would be sure to make Jared Sidney and Helena Childs Torrance very proud today. Colleen Farrell with the Centennial History Minutes.